Greetings, Saber fans. I've got something special for you. A recovered Jedi weapon. Look at this thing. Something only a Jedi could love. It's all plain and shiny. Leather wrap on it. But I collect weapons. Now it's mine. Now I gotta go out and find a broken red crystal. A kyber crystal to put in here. Make it into a real lightsaber. What are you gonna do?
Hello everybody. The no Guinness is about, but I do have coffee. Coffee from Kylo Ren's skull. Tastes good. I have a special saber to show you. This one I actually built before the Nihilist saber, but I'm not going to be able to put this video out until after the receiver gets it, because it's a surprise present for her. But this is a saber that I built for Lieutenant Stephanie Boucher. She's a huge Star Wars fan. Unfortunately, she likes Jedis. I had to build a Jedi saber, and it really pained me, and I was sick to my stomach the whole time that I was building it. You know, especially when I lit it up and it has green and blue and bleh. No red blade. Who wants to carry a saber like that? But at any rate, here it blows. This is a MHS Saber, and you know, I cut out the ridges so you could get a sneak peek at the crystal chamber in there. This is a budget build, but the cool part is I've used two switch 22s. You've got blade retention here, and you got a fixed chassis. So you take the chassis off, I'm sorry, the hilt off, and you have the fixed chassis. This saber is running Spark2 R3. Now Spark2 R3 is really cool. If you know, all the naysayers out there about Nigons, I don't know what your problem is, because that board right there rocks this world. The things this board can do are just flat out incredible. Scott opened up RGB functionality on Spark2, so now Spark2 does RGB. Not only does Spark2 do RGB without any other additional boards, but Spark2 also has saber tracks, which it always had, but now you can ignite the saber while saber tracks is going. Not only that, Scott DeBoer from Nigon Electronics has also enabled Easy Blaster and Easy Clash on Spark2. So you hit the auxiliary button, you get a blast, and as many times as you swing the saber, the blasts will continue. Scott just did an excellent job with this. Spark2 R3 is incredible. It's so incredible that, you know, I've got to put Spark Color 2 and Mako R3, because R2 is just not going to cut it anymore. But this is the saber for Stephanie. So this was my first attempt at a leather wrap. Of course, got her belt clip on there in brass to contrast from the rest of the saber. And the leather wrap I did in this light colored, you know, Luke Skywalker colored, light Jedi BS. But that's my first attempt at leather wrap. It, you know, came out alright. I've tried to weather, and I put the suede side out, and the stitching you see here, the leather I had laying around wasn't long enough, so I had to sew it. So there was actually sewing involved in this lightsaber build, which is pretty awesome. But at any rate, I want to demonstrate the saber here for you a little bit. So the saber is equipped with a RGB LED by Nigon. It's his NEC RGB LED with the built-in resistor. So it's RGB, red, green, and blue. It has a 2.1 millimeter Switchcraft recharge port, of course Spark2 R3, Panasonic 18650 rechargeable battery, two switch 22s, fixed chassis, all MHS components, and it has a Railmaster 28mm speaker. This speaker is the bomb. If anybody hadn't tried one, They're awesome. Let's show you what this thing can do. So,
Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
on this Saber, I actually managed to get 3 LEDs inside this first ring of the MHS chassis, and I'm going to do this from now on, but I'm going to put them in both rings, in these first 2 rings, and I have a way to wire that and make that so it's actually better than this. This was my first attempt, but this attempt gave me the idea, and now I'm going to expand on that idea. This is kind of a Yoda font. So you see the crystal there, and of course the crystal matches on flash on clash, and in lockup, you know, the LEDs do their thing. You can hear how loud that thing is, even without the pommelon. Good God, that thing is loud. Jesus, there's not even a pommelon for resonance. But let me shut that down because I want to show you the cool part. So the main button is on the left, the auxiliary button's on the right as you're facing the front of the Saber. So there are 3 fonts on this first card. The first one is a Yoda type font, and the second one is a Graflex font, and the third one is I don't know, Obi-Wan Episode 2 font. I'm probably going to change out the first and third font. The second font I like a lot, but this is a pretty cool Saber, man. So when you put the Saber together, you know it's together when you know, the gap in the hilt is closed and this first window is pretty much centered between the 2 buttons. It's not perfect, but it's as close as I could get it. So the Saber is together. So now when you want to put the blade in, and take my blade out here, I take the cap off the blade that holds the cellophane in, and still didn't get that out far enough. Tighten the blade set screw on the blade. There we go. And we're ready to demo. The first font.
No. Do not. There is no try.
Is a Yoda-esque font. Activation. Lockups. Blaster block. Easy blaster. Hit your blaster and swing. Oh, let you see that crystal chamber. I'm going to put it in lockup so you can see the crystal chamber. It mirrors the blade. Man, this Saber is loud. Retraction. Next font.
Weapon of a Jedi Knight.
This is the Graflex 4. Look at that blue. That's that cyan mixing blue and green. It's an awesome, awesome color. There's your clashes. Here's your lockup. Matching in the crystal chamber. That thing is freaking loud, man. Blaster block. Easy blaster. Blaster block, then swing. Retraction. Next font.
Hello there.
Blade is purple. Crystal chamber matches. blaster block. Lock up. With the crystal chamber matching. Retraction. Saber traps.
Hello there.
And there the saber ignites while the saber tracks is playing. That's awesome. Gotta love that. You can advance through the tracks by using the auxiliary button. Press and hold the auxiliary button when you're tired of the music.
You. Or do not.
So, you know, Stephanie, the owner of this saber, she's into Jedi. So I built this Jedi Saber, but here's the bonus. And to get the bonus, I'm going to put the kill key in to turn off the saber. Then I'm going to push in on the card, which is on this end right here. You just push in and the card comes out. And I'm going to pull out the SD card out of the saber. There's the SD card. It comes out. And I'm including with this saber a bonus card. Because, you know, it pained me to make a Jedi Saber. It really did. So, you know, I had to make a card. When you put the card in, you want the reader strips to be pointing towards you, and you push the card in just like this with your finger until it clicks in. Now it's in. So this is the bonus card. You know I had to do this. I had blue lightsabers, green lightsabers. Here's the boot on the bonus card.
There's been an awakening. Have you found it? Yes.
Font 1 on the bonus card.
I'll show you the dark side.
Kylo Ren, TFA. Oh, damn. Red blade. Flash. Blaster block. Lock up. Easy blaster, hit blast and swing the saber. Retraction. And you can see the crystal matching the blade. Retraction. It's Lord Blaco R1. It's a Vader font.
Be careful not to choke on your aspirations, Director.
Blaster block. Or let's do lock up first. Blaster blocks. Easy blaster. Looks better in red, doesn't it? Retraction. Next font. Necro by Shamin. Gold blade there. Very, very wicked font here. Lock up. Blaster block. Easy blaster. Powering down.
I'll show you the dark side.
Back to Kylo Ren TFA for a second. There it is. It lights up in saber tracks with the last color you use. So I used Kylo Ren. It lights up in red. Whoa! Can't have that with a red saber.
I'll show you the dark side.
So to take out the blade, loosen the thumb screw and remove the blade. Put your end cap back on your blade to keep the cellophane in. Don't take the cellophane out. It's part of what makes the blade look good. And then tighten your thumb screw so you don't lose it. And there is the saber for Lieutenant Stephanie Boucher. Again, the primary switch is on your left. The auxiliary is on your right. Primary turns the saber on, turns the saber off. Auxiliary gives you all your functions: blaster block, lock up by pressing and holding it, and changing your fonts when the saber's off. I've already showed you how to change the micro SD, and really quick I want to show you how to charge the saber. So to charge the saber, you merely take your plug and plug it into the hilt, just like that. That is how you charge the saber. Better to plug it in, then plug in the saber, then plug the charger into the wall, than vice versa. It's much better to do it that way. Once your green light comes on your charger, remove the charging plug from the saber, and you're good to go again. Or if you plan on storing your saber, put in the kill key. That's really the only care and maintenance of the saber that you need to know about. There it is. I want everybody to see the Spark2 there, all golden. Pretty awesome saber. I'm going to put the hilt back on now, as if we're going to store it long term. And there she is, back together. Pretty cool saber, even though it's a Jedi saber. A lot of work went into this. And the cool part about this saber is this saber was the grandfather of this saber. So this is the Nihilus saber that I built for Andy Perry. I've already got a video about this saber. The video for this saber will be up long before the video for this saber, because this saber is a Christmas present for Lieutenant Stephanie Boucher, and I really hope she likes it. But this saber and the components and the build process and the chassis system all helped me to learn a lot of things that I applied into the Nihilus saber. So if you watch my MHS Nihilus video for Andy Perry's saber, which is now installed and ready to go, this saber actually has a lot of the same features as Stephanie's saber, but this one has a nano biscotti, so it's not as good of a board as what's in Stephanie's saber. But that's how I designed the hilt. The hilt and the chassis were all based on Stephanie's saber that helped me learn how to do this. And you know, this Nihilus saber is probably one of the coolest sabers I've produced to date. Not to say that Stephanie's saber isn't awesome, but it's a Jedi saber, you know. But at least I gave her the bonus card. So Stephanie, I hope you like the lightsaber. I hope it brings you years of enjoyment and happiness. And I know it's kind of grimy, but that's because I had to kind of weather that leather wrap a little bit because it was a little bit too fresh looking. But I hope you like the saber. Merry Christmas. Christina commissioned me to build this. Christina Standard, this was her idea, and she's hoping she wins the Christmas contest this year with this. And I hope you like it. A lot of work and effort went into building this, and there was a lot of stuff in this saber that's innovative that'll help me move into the future as I'm building more lightsabers. So may the Force be with you all, and goodbye from Megtooth Sith for tonight.